Okay, we're here with Coach Mashe of ETBU volleyball for our little weekly chat about the state of the program. Coach Mashe had a 1-1 week last week. Most importantly, the win was a conference win.
Right.
So we are undefeated in conference at this point against UT Tyler on Tuesday. Let's talk about first of all, we know the record right now is 2-7. But you've won 2 of the last 3 against some quality teams. Played well Thursday night here against a Division II team. Talk a little bit about your team's progression over the last 10 days or so, and maybe some things you're happy with those performances last week.
Right. Well, some things are getting better as far as our chemistry on the floor. We're starting to feel a little bit more comfortable. Brienne's feeling more comfortable running our middles and just kind of figuring out who she needs to set at key times and who's going to step up for us. And that's been a big part. And our passing and defense just continues to do a lot of great things for us out there. So we're still just trying to limit our errors because that's the biggest thing that's hurting us right now. And I think that prevented us from getting the win Thursday night because we did play well. But in the end, when you have 34 hitting errors, that's gonna hurt you. So
you had another one of those, I guess, character building type things they like to call. Tuesday night, UT Tyler stretched to 5 games. You were able to hold on there. Never actually trailed in that. I mean, you were up 1-0, then you were up 2-1. Talk about the toughness of that match in a conference type atmosphere, and maybe some of the keys to getting that victory.
Well, every year at UT Tyler, we've just struggled there. UT Tyler plays well in that gym, of course, it being their home. And, we just had a hard time, and we're having a hard time finishing. It's like we start out the match and we start out really strong and we play game 1, and then game 2 we come out a little bit flat, and we've got to realize that we've got to play a full match. I think we're starting to realize that's in the end, if we continue to do that against good conference teams, we may not get the win. So,
how much of that is the lack of experience, basically throughout the roster?
Right.
How much of that can you pin on that, just a young team having to grow and maybe learn that killer instinct?
Well, I do think it's a big part of it, but I also feel like we're still trying to fill some leadership roles. I think we're still trying to see who we need to follow and who's going to, really step up and just take hold when we're in situations where we're down. And so, but some people are starting to step up that really didn't know for sure if they were going to. So I think maybe as they feel more comfortable, we're going to start to really have a leader out on that floor.
It was obvious to anyone who was watching Thursday. Obviously, that was your first game back at home since the opener. But I think it was obvious that from the opener until Thursday night, the amount of improvement overall in your team. And but people look at the record. I mean, is that something at this point that the overall record you're not really concerned with? It's more of a looking at your team match to match, how they improve.
And we are, and I think the girls realize that too. They're seeing that we're improving as a team, and they're not real down and out about the record, nor are we as a coaching staff. We just, ultimately conference is what matters, and if we are improving every time we step on the floor, that's all we can ask for. And if we can just continue to limit our errors, I think things will continue to get better for us as the season goes on.
You've got an 8-day break, basically, between your last match and then coming up on Friday here against UTD. Health-wise, I mean, is this a good time to have such a break?
Yes.
For you?
Yeah, it is. We've had a couple of kids. We had 3 kids with stomach virus on Thursday night playing, and we've kind of been battling some sickness within the team. So I think it was a good break this weekend, and just a couple of them, sore shoulders, but nothing major, just some rest. But we've got a lot of work going into this week, and I think it was a good time to have a couple of days to be in the gym working on things. So.
Couple of big home matches coming up this weekend. Obviously, Friday night you get UTD here, the conference favorite, defending conference champ.
Right.
And then you finish that up with Mary Hardin Baylor on Saturday. Talk a little bit about UT Dallas and their progression this season and the effort it's going to take Friday, and then a little bit about UMHB coming, a little bit of a scouting report.
Yeah, UT Dallas, they are returning everybody on their squad pretty much besides, a couple players. And so they're experienced and they're just very fluid, very consistent. So if we make a lot of errors, then it's going to be a tough, battle for us. But I'm hoping that they're going to be focused, knowing it's kind of a rival, and we've always had that against them. And but as far as UMHB goes, they're one of those teams that they continue to improve every year, and we've got to step up for both matches, and we've got to be prepared to play and work hard. But we've got some things we're working on in practice to try to pick on both of those squads. So hopefully, we'll do well.
Well, I'd like to invite everyone once again to come out this weekend, Friday night, a big night. And Coach Mashe, good luck this week, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you.